Friedrich Nietzsche, a renowned philosopher, discussed the concept of attractiveness and its significance in his works. Nietzsche believed that beauty and attractiveness were essential elements of human existence, influencing our perceptions, values, and interactions with the world. In his book Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Nietzsche introduced the concept of the Superman, a higher being who transcends conventional morality and embraces life's challenges. Nietzsche argued that Superman should embody a combination of intellectual and physical excellence, including attractiveness. He believed that physical attractiveness could inspire admiration, exert power, and influence social dynamics. Nietzsche saw beauty as a source of life affirmation and a means to elevate the human spirit. He considered individuals who possessed both physical and intellectual beauty as having the potential to shape society and challenge traditional norms. He believed that true attractiveness went beyond mere physical appearance and encompassed qualities such as creativity, vitality, and a strong will to power. After this video you will know: what does a person who lived before our era tell us about attractiveness, and what is your body mass index? What is the cheerleader effect and how our brain prevents us from seeing the truth? How to predict elections and why eating carrot is an evolutionary signal. Let's start by addressing the obvious. Attractive people tend to be more successful. If we define success in terms of money, then on average, they earn 20% more than their less attractive peers. There are a number of factors that contribute to this. For example, attractive individuals are more likely to be hired. Italian researchers sent out 10,000 identical resumes to a variety of companies, but attached with different photographs. The result was that employers called back 30% of the fake profiles, but for attractive people, this number rose to 50%. This means that attractive people are 20% more likely to be called back for an interview, even at the primary selection stage. In Plato's philosophy, the pursuit of knowledge, truth, and virtue held greater importance than superficial appearances. Here are some insights into Plato's perspective on the influence of looks. He emphasized the significance of inner qualities and the cultivation of the soul rather than placing undue importance on external appearances. For him, true beauty and attractiveness were associated with qualities such as wisdom, virtue, and moral character. He believed that genuine attractiveness lay in the qualities of one's soul rather than mere physical attributes. Plato was wary of the deceptive nature of appearances. He recognized that our perception of attractiveness based solely on looks could be deceptive and lead to false judgments. Brad Pitt's extraordinary success in the entertainment industry is undeniably intertwined with his remarkable attractiveness. His handsome features, sculpted physique, and undeniable charm became his trademark, opening doors to numerous opportunities in the industry. In short, when Brad Pitt graces the screen, it's an event and invitation to witness the magic of a true Hollywood legend. So the combination of visual appeal and the ability to do your job well can lead you to earning millions of dollars and, at least for a while, can even bring you to Angelina Jolie. Attractive people tend to be perceived as more trustworthy, which can lead to more opportunities and success in life, and we tend to notice the positive qualities of attractive people more quickly. In fact, research from 2015 showed that when a person is seen in a group, they are perceived as more attractive. This is known as the cheerleader effect. The cheerleader effect is a fascinating psychological phenomenon that suggests individuals appear more attractive when seen as part of a group rather than in isolation. This concept, popularized by the television series How I Met Your Mother, captures the idea that people tend to perceive others as more appealing when viewed collectively.
The cheerleader effect is when a group of women seems hot, but only as a group. Just like with cheerleaders. They seem hot, but take each one of them individually, sled dogs.
That's insane.
Take a good hard look at each one of those girls, individually.
This cognitive bias stems from our tendency to focus on the group as a whole rather than the individual details. So if you want to increase your own attractiveness, try to be seen in a group or with friends. When taking pictures or meeting new people, try to do so in a group setting. If you want to advance in your career, build good relationships with your colleagues and be useful to them. Remember that utility is key. It may seem crazy or coincidental that appearance has such a significant impact on success, particularly in fields like politics where people consciously choose who to follow. However, numerous studies have shown that attractive politicians are significantly more likely to win elections. Plato was right to disapprove of the influence of looks on our judgments. Psychologists have even been able to predict the results of past U.S. elections based solely on candidates' appearances, particularly on some key elements like facial features, emotional expressions, nonverbal communication, stereotypes, cultural biases, and media influence. This trend has been observed in countries around the world, including Bulgaria, Australia, Finland, Brazil, Mexico, Switzerland, Japan, and Germany. For instance, being overweight sends a signal to others about negative qualities, such as a lack of self-control and unwillingness to deal with the consequences of unhealthy habits. It is an unconscious reading of the signal, which affects our perception of a person's attractiveness. Though there are exceptions, such as medical conditions, that make it challenging to lose weight. By maintaining a healthy weight, you automatically become more attractive than the majority of people around you. In fact, you'll be in the top 38% of attractiveness simply by keeping yourself in shape. This has significant consequences, as being more attractive can have a powerful effect on others. Being overweight also signals certain unattractive qualities about oneself, which even the most tolerant individuals unconsciously react to. To exemplify this point, consider Christian Bale in 2 movies shot 1 year apart. He looks like 2 completely different people, yet the only difference is that in the first movie, his body mass index was 30, while in the second it was 25. Body mass index, BMI, is a numerical value that is calculated based on an individual's height and weight. It is commonly used as a screening tool to assess whether a person has a healthy body weight in relation to their height. To calculate BMI, you can multiply your height by 2, then divide your weight by the resulting number. It is important to be careful that you consider height in meters. That is, if you are 180 centimeters and 80 kilograms, then you need to multiply 1.8 meters by 2 to get 3.6. Then we only need to divide 80 by 3.6 and get our BMI, in our case 22.2. A study conducted in 2016 showed that our faces look better when our body mass index is around 23, and for girls the number is even lower, around 19.
Here you are again, and you know exactly what will be discussed with this voice. So before we continue, if you're enjoying this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss an upload. And if you found this video informative and engaging, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who might be interested in this topic. Remember that your support helps us continue to create content that educates and entertains our viewers.
Evolution made us notice even the smallest indicators of human health, such as skin color and sweat smell, which are directly related to our lifestyle. If you want to increase your attractiveness, try eating nutritious food. Don't dismiss this as a banal tip. One example is the humble carrot. In 2017, an interesting study showed that men who ate 30,000 units of beta-carotene per day for 8 weeks, which is equivalent to about 3 medium-sized carrots, had slightly more yellowish skin and were up to 13% more attractive. This change in skin tone is significant because it is an evolutionary signal to the environment about what we eat and whether we can afford nutritious food. It also indicates that we care about our health, which communicates a lot of information about us to others. Even animals notice skin coloration from beta-carotene, attracting mice, fish, birds, and lizards. Proper nutrition is universal, and we unconsciously notice it in others. We cannot do anything about it, but we can improve our skin color and smell by eating nutritious food like carrots. Beta-carotene not only improves skin color but also affects body odor. In another study, men who ate more beta-carotene in the form of carrots smelled more pleasant to women. This finding may seem skeptical, but beta-carotene is an antioxidant that fights oxidation and inflammation in the body. Inflammation affects the properties of secretions like sweat, and people with better body odor are healthier and more reliable, which makes them attractive. While there are certainly ways to improve physical attractiveness, the most important thing to take away from today's discussion is that attractive people care about themselves and those around them. Ultimately, attractiveness is not determined by superficial things like Botox or designer clothing, but rather by our true selves and the way we present ourselves to the world. I hope this video has been useful to you. If you have any thoughts or experiences to share, please leave them in the comments below. Remember to take care of yourself by pumping your brain.